When I watched the Godzilla movies, one of the cutest monsters was Baragon. But could Baragon actually exist in real life? Baragon could shoot heat rays, sometimes his horn glowed, but mostly he was adorable. Baragon has long ears, some sort of reptilian mammal face, a horn, and armor on his back. All of these traits are also found in armadillos. If you took all the coolest parts of extinct armadillos and you mushed them together, that is basically Baragon. See, giant armadillos already have armor on their back, and they got pretty big. Another species of giant armadillo was Macroeuphractes, which was actually a carnivorous giant armadillo. Not to mention the prehistoric two-horned armadillo. In evolution, Allen's law makes animals' ears longer and their limbs longer if they live in hotter environments. He might look something like this. This is how large a giant Baragon could get. With his larger size, his armored shell would have to reduce in the back, much like leatherback turtles. A carnivore this size with all that armor would actually have to keep their energy levels stored for a long time, so he might not be that active. Kind of like how lions sleep around and then all of a sudden get a lot of energy to hunt down prey. I would be really scared if I fell into one of the tunnel systems created by one of these giant carnivorous tanks walking around with. Some animals that tunnel have also evolved horns to be able to directly push creatures out of their tunnels. And that is something that might impale you as you run for your life. But how does this giant evil unicorn that is also friend-shaped compare to the size of Godzilla? Baragon would still be much smaller than Godzilla and would definitely get stomped on. If Godzilla fell over, that would probably defeat Baragon pretty easily. As he digs so quickly, he might prefer softer soil, and so he might be found at the edges of dunes and beaches, and that would also coincide with Godzilla's habitats. A kaiju from the water, like Godzilla, squaring up against a giant armadillo on land, I'm guessing that the laser-shooting giant seal lizard would be the winner. But what is the most dangerous part of Baragon in this scenario? It's not his heat rays. It would be his communicable diseases. That's why people warn you not to touch armadillos with your bare hands, because they might give you leprosy. Armadillos are giving humans leprosy out of vengeance, actually, because humans originally gave them leprosy. But their internal body temperature is what helps protect them from it. I'm pretty sure prehistoric giant armadillos didn't have leprosy, but Baragon lives in the current modern times, and if we ever faced against him, we would probably want to wear gloves.